Yes, guys, welcome back to the Once You're In podcast. We are back with another Rate Your Physiques episode because we didn't get back to all of the physiques from last time. So thank you for sending them in. We'll get straight into it in terms of I remember where we were. So I've got it up on, I should have it up on WhatsApp. So we're just going to crack straight on. Give me 1 second.
Mate, you should have got this done before.
Mate,
This
I've
is
got it
rookie.
on my WhatsApp. It's just not coming up.
Too
Like
many WhatsApp to clients, bro.
the share of my screen wouldn't come up. There we go.
Oh,
So this is Harry Here's Fit. He is a client of Ryan Jackson.
I've seen
Um,
this dude. He's doing
so
the team.
yeah, 161 pounds, 6 foot, teen bodybuilder, 6.5 weeks out, but that was like a week ago, so 5.5 weeks out. Um, Goal is to get dick skin shredded and enjoy competing in some shows.
That's a nice goal. Best of luck doing it, bro. Like you're in a good spot.
He looks good.
Yeah.
He doesn't look 6 foot tall though.
No, yeah, I wouldn't say he's 6 foot. Lying about his height, bro. We're not.
Mm.
This isn't Tinder. You don't need to try and impress us. All right. Like if you're 5'7", we won't judge you.
Yeah, it's all right, mate.
Yeah. We've never seen this dude. I don't know. I've never seen this dude in person.
No, I haven't.
Like,
This is at B modified.
yeah, that's. I mean, yeah, I knew these would be modified.
Yeah,
We can actually see the seat behind him where Michael Fox seems to love to sit on, and just roll it up to his clients next to them.
yeah.
That's the Michael Fox seat. That's what I call it.
We're gonna get Michael Fox on.
Yeah,
I've got his
he's
Instagram
all
here,
good, mate.
so I have changed the screen. So
That's good.
this is 6 weeks out, just under 160 pounds. Can't remember the last time I weighed this much. Yeah, he's in a really good spot. His condition's very good. Like, obviously, for a teen, he's got a good amount of muscle. He
Mate, I will mention he is rivaling you in like 2022 with how high he's pulling up his boxes. Like this is impressive with how high those boxes are
That's
riding.
what you got to do, mate, to make your waist look smaller. You need to take a leaf out of our book. Yeah, look, he's doing it there on his trunks as well.
Yeah,
You know when I did the Fitech show, and
yeah.
Alex was competing as well. Alex,
Alex.
Alex, Alex Ross.
Yeah, yeah.
He got told off for doing this, for pulling his trunks too high on stage.
Fairs. They don't want to see your balls. They want
No,
to see your set.
obviously not. Obviously not.
Yeah, I got told. I got told on my rear lat spread. They were like, "Don't pull the boxes up, or the boxes. Don't pull the like trunks up. It doesn't look good." And I was like, "Oh." And then I had another judge was like, "Oh, I really liked your hamstring detail, like in your rear lat." And I was like, "Oh,
Yeah,
cheers."
but that's different, isn't it?
Yeah,
They're not looking. They're just meant it just looks a bit odd. I think if you do pull them too high, it can look a bit odd.
yeah, it does. Yeah, it does look a
Um,
bit shit. But I'd rather them higher than lower. Like
yeah, if they're really low, it looks
hey,
awful.
PCA. I didn't realize how low they were sitting for me. They literally looked like I was wearing like a legitimate, like just like pants where they weren't
Yeah.
even like a posing thong.
Anyway,
There
let's
should be
go
some
through go
upward
over
detail.
Harry's physique properly. So
Uh, Mate,
condition wise,
yeah, he's in a good spot. I don't feel like we
yeah,
really need to move around. It's like he's in a good position. He'll get lean enough to relative to his muscle mass, but at the same time, he won't be able to get absolutely skinned because he hasn't got enough muscle in certain areas because he's a team. That's realistic.
he's probably in the next, like, say, like 3-4 weeks, he'll be as lean as he needs to get. Like, he'll be very lean. He already is very lean.
Yeah, he
Um,
is. Yeah.
and he'll have like detail through his glutes and he'll look really good.
Yeah.
I think he'll be a good team. Yeah, he's good. And then after that, just enjoy training, spend time growing. I wouldn't say he's got any like huge standout strengths or weaknesses from these shots. He looks pretty
No.
relatively well balanced. Again, like we spoke about last week, I'd argue maybe hamstrings, glutes. But also they're going to be areas that do come in last as well. So maybe if they're a bit leaner, they might look a little bit better. But again, here you can see like the hamstrings are quite weak. But
Yeah.
just get growing, mate, straight after your show. I don't know if you have how many you've got planned, but either way, like enjoy it, gain some experience, and then get into a gaining phase.
Yeah.
So this is Blah Duncan. I don't know his actual name. Basically, he did send me them, but Josh Campbell sent me a message saying like, do me and do all the pro life guys. But Duncan did actually send these over. So
Hope
he
we do
said,
5 kilo PT. He'd be great
What
to assess.
you want
That,
to do him? Yeah,
yeah, yeah, the 65, or I think it was, I said 55, the 55 kilo PT that was an absolute bell.
45 goes down 10 kilos every time.
Yeah, every time I speak about him, it's going to be 25 kilos.
So 26, first timer, 2 weeks out from prep start. So basically starting prep very soon because this is like last week. 85 kilos, 24 weeks out from the first show. Want to do it to see if I actually enjoy the process of competing and get more from myself and achieve a kind of victory over myself too, but giving it all I have. So he's basically,
That's a very nice way of kind of saying, I just want to step on stage, which is good. But
yeah,
also, at the same time, bro, do it because you want to. You don't have to explain to us, like, I feel like that's probably a bit of a backup of like,
yeah, it's
I
a
maybe
nice
not,
way of saying like if I don't do that well or if I get beat, I
yeah.
don't mind. It's like
No,
just
it's
go for it.
like, yeah, just go for it, man. Like, have confidence. Like, obviously, you don't need to be arrogant and be like, I'm gonna fucking dominate, undeniable, like Jack Piad used to say.
Yeah.
Remember, it's all show. I'm gonna be undeniable, but shit like that. But also at the same time, man, like, go in and be confident. Like, there's gonna be times where shit's tough, and if you're thinking to yourself, "Oh, I'm just doing it for experience," you probably won't
Yeah,
want to
you
do
won't
that.
push through the hard times. Like
Yeah, you
it's
won't want
very
to like
like it is very
approach that.
cringy. Like
Yeah,
if you're constantly thinking every day like about stepping on stage and I've got to win, like you don't need to be thinking like that. But there will be times where you need to pull on some of that motivation rather than just being like, oh well, I'm just doing it for experience. Like there was loads of times where, especially like towards the back end of my prep, where I was thinking like when I got beat, especially when I came second to Charlie, and I knew I was going to be against him again. I was like, those weeks were easy because I was thinking was like,
yeah.
if I can be better and beat Charlie, I'll probably win. I didn't. I still got beat, but
But it kept you going,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
Whereas if I was just thinking, oh, I'm doing it for
It's
experience,
the
I'd have
hope.
probably,
It's
mate,
the
I'd have
hope
bottled the prep
towards it.
after it. If I'd have just been doing it for experience, I wouldn't have competed after the A1. I'd been like, I'm not doing this anymore.
Yeah, because the experience was shite. Like that
Yeah,
wasn't good.
exactly. Yeah, but you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah,
it wouldn't have been productive to have that kind of mindset. But I do get
yeah.
where he's coming from in terms of like his age, the class that he'll be going into. But yeah, mate, like go in, enjoy it, but also like have a goal of like obviously be your best. But again, it's very easy to just be like, oh, I just want to see what it's like for experience. It's like what you were saying about that guy on Nathan Styles YouTube.
Yeah, if you want to do it for experience, just don't diet and just eat fucking McDonald's every week. Get a spray tan and step up on
If
stage.
you're
You
doing it
get
for
the same outcome.
experience, do the show in
Yeah,
5 weeks' time.
don't just do one this weekend. Just enter the PCA show and just go, fuck it, stage experience.
But no, in all
Yeah,
seriousness, right, he's in a good position to start a prep. I imagine, I'm pretty sure he's coached by Josh. So, like, I imagine he's got himself in a good spot from like a pre-prep and hopefully, you're in a decent position food-wise and expenditure-wise, etc. Training's, I imagine, very good. And yeah, he looks good. Like, I feel like he's made a lot of progress. I've not seen like loads of like old photos, but from like seeing him now and again on Josh's story, it looks like he's made a lot of progress. I would say on that front lat, just make sure that you tilt your hips back more and like angle down towards the camera rather than pushing your hips forward. Your hips look as wide as your shoulders here just because of how you're hitting that pose.
posing
Um,
coach.
yeah, posing coach is
Posing
available.
posing assessment. Posing rate your physique. That's what
Yeah,
Sana's gonna call it for this.
yeah, we should get her on. But that'd be
She's
good.
doing, I know she's doing like posing, you know, like how we're doing show reviews. She's going
Yeah,
to do like posing reviews of like
yeah,
PCA shows and stuff.
that'd be good.
And yeah, posing, but rate your physical, rate your posing,
Yeah,
featuring
that'd be
Sanam.
good.
Yeah. Right.
Um,
Next. Who we got
Again,
next?
as we've
Oh,
said with hamstrings, glutes, very common. Need more muscle there. Need more muscle everywhere. But yeah, you're in a good spot. Enjoy the prep. We'll follow along, mate. Did you add this guy in or did I?
it says you, so you.
Yeah, probably me. Um,
Yes.
Let me have a look if I've got a message from him.
Looks good though. Like the front lat looks good.
Yeah,
Shape's good. I'm gonna guess Natty. I hope so. He looks like a good dude, which is a good foundation. Like, got quite long arms. Definitely noticeable more so in like I thought it was the like one hand on waist, single bicep, and then the most muscular. But yeah, I think he's got a good foundation. He's got a good physique. Posing probably not the best in some of these shots, but judging off his like X frame potential, the fact he's not showing his legs maybe is a bit of a concern. But he looks good. Upper body sound. He just looks like he's standard guy. He probably goes to the gym, takes it quite serious. Looks pretty good. All that sort of stuff. But like
yeah,
it's again one of those like I feel like a lot of people. It's unfortunate because I want to you want to go into detail, but it's like you just need more muscle. You just need more time. But like you're not a genetic freak, but you're also not a genetic outlier where you're shit. You're like pretty decent to average, and it's like, right, put more muscle on and see how you look in a couple of years.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, mate. I don't know your name. I can't find the message from you or anything. I don't know whether we just put them in like on the actual uh the box that we put up.
Yeah.
So yeah, like if you're watching this, message me or message one of us and tell us who you are and what your goals are, etc. Because I don't have the information. But yeah, I sort of agree with everything Reese is saying, and that's the thing. Like a lot of the people who do send us their photos, like obviously it's very easy for us to just go, you need more muscle, you need more muscle. Like I think we should try and give more feedback than that. But he's actually got a real good foundation. He's got really good shape. Again, like you say, it'd be good to see how his lower body looks. It's probably a sign that his lower body's maybe not great if he's not sending them. So send us some more photos with your legs in, mate. Send us some naked photos if you want.
Yeah, whatever's best, bro. Like
Yeah,
my DMs are always open for those
yeah.
kind of like physique
Don't mind.
assessment.
Yeah, 24/7. 24/7 physique assessment support as long as it's naked.
Yeah, 100%. Free consultation call as well if it's naked. Right, who's this?
Here are some recent photos not been taken many this week as I'm back in my hometown for Easter where there's no real posing room. Cheers. Don't know who it is again. I do. I have their messages, but
He's jacked.
basically, guys, yeah, this guy's really good. I remember thinking like he's good. Basically, guys, if you send them late, then we're not gonna know who you are because we like sent them before and had everyone's names and everything. Whereas now these ones were the ones that came through late, so I just sent them over. But yeah, I'll keep looking for his name. But yeah, he's very good, and I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
he's young. I'm pretty sure he's young as well.
Back dub looks a bit meh, but his front lat's really good. His rear lat's really good. His traps and that rear lat spread are fucking stupidly good. Like really, really good. Solid arms, good midsection. Like looks like somebody that like with time, if he was to get peeled, which he has enough muscle to get peeled, I think he'd look really good. But again, same sort of comments like hamstrings, glutes, adductors. Needs to narrow off that kind of massive ravine that he's got in the middle of his legs and that
He
rear
hasn't
rear
from the
lat.
front. It's just from the rear. Like it's
Yeah.
very common from the rear in terms of how people pose. And unless you've got a real good set of adductors or a real good set of legs, like from the rear, it is hard not to have a gap there. He could pose it better.
Or a massive ball sack. I've heard that. You know, it hangs and it just
Yeah,
creates. I've heard that.
that would be good.
Yeah, that would be really nice. I'd love that. God,
A massive ball sack. I'm trying
really.
to find. Do you know what date that we put the box up?
Last week, wasn't it? So like would have been Wednesday night.
Was it?
Yeah, we did it last Thursday, didn't we? So yeah, the 10th, 11th. That probably would have been it. But yeah, it looks really good. Hell of a lot of muscle, really good arms. Just literally a case of more muscle everywhere. Again, boring answer. A bit more hamstrings, a bit more adductors, a bit more glute potentially. To be fair, his glutes look really good in this side shot. To be fair, like glutes, yeah, in this side shot, glutes look really good. I also think as well, like his chest, like you look in this sort of shot, very like underpowered in comparison to how overpowered his arms are. But if this guy's like a young, if he's an early junior or like I said, medium to late teen, fair enough, mate. Me and Finn will happily coach you, please. You look good.
Yeah,
You got
both
some
of us.
good.
He is very
Yeah,
good.
we'll both coach you.
This
We'll do like on Dragon's Den when they do like a 50-50 share.
yeah, that'd be good.
And yeah, we'll do that. Like he wants both of us, we'll both come in and coach you, bro.
So this guy, his name is Avdija Husit. Guess how old he is?
Because of his name, I'm gonna say 16.
Yeah, he's
Like
18.
how he looks. Okay, yeah, that's what I mean. When I heard that name, I was like, I just know he looks 25, but he's now 18, or like
Yeah.
he's a teen.
18 years old. I've just found his message.
Actors in a fair few things, I'm pretty sure I remember his
Yeah,
name.
yeah, he has, yeah. I
Videos
can't
of
find this guy though. So, mate, let us know who you are. We do apologize, but you are very good. And yeah, you have a lot of potential. So don't let it go to waste, mate. Any help you need, let us know.
coaching slots available, buddy.
That's Reese's deadlift. This is Reese's
That's
client.
not a yeah. Jacob sent me this, and I actually laughed like out loud. So I thought I'm gonna send it to Finn. He didn't even want his physique rated. Jacob, if you're watching this, mate, I decided to send you photos to Finn. Hope you don't mind. This is the first time he's wearing like a actual like posing thong. So they came today. But yeah, teen 19. Pretty exciting, I guess. Like out of quads, bit of a joke. Very good
Do
condition.
you know what I was saying though? Like, and I don't mean it in a bad way, but like
No, 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 I do
I was
agree.
looking at his quads
Yeah,
and
I
I was
do agree.
like, his quads are ridiculous. But I was looking at his VMO and I was like, His VMO is like just average, like completely average. You wouldn't look at that and go, "Oh my god, look at his like teardrop, it's insane." You'd go,
Yeah.
"It's all right," but his quad
I
sweep
think,
is
yeah.
ridiculous. Like
I
it's
think
like
it more so in person, and he's very, very flat now. So like, I usually don't. I've looked at his legs completely, and I've never thought that. But in these photos, I definitely think it's highlighted because his outer quad, like the one on the left side, so his right leg, if it's like flipped him round, that honestly looks almost Photoshop. Like it doesn't
yeah,
look
it
real.
does look
Like, it
mental.
almost looks like it's stuck on. So yeah, like pretty fucking crazy. Especially for a teen. But yeah, Jacob, lovely lad. Like he'll do very well. Like he's in a very good spot for where he needs to be. Which is exciting. So yeah, I said to him, we're gonna do like pretty much a men's physique split in his off season. Just like complete upper
It
body
doesn't need
training
to
stuff.
train legs at all.
No. He's got like the Chloe Pickford genetics, hasn't he? Just
Yeah,
literally just lower body.
it
Yeah,
is
his upper
crazy.
body's really good as well, but it's one of those where his lower body, his quads is fucking so good, it's ridiculous. So yeah, right, we've got Dylan Van Maneen, Van Dyke,
Van
Dylan
Veen.
Van Dyke.
There's a
Yeah,
player
no,
that used to
Van.
play for Scunny called Kevin Van Veen, mate. Like
Oh,
highlight reel, incredible. Came over
yeah, 90
from somewhere.
shite.
Some it is from somewhere in Holland, and yeah, he wasn't
Yeah.
great. He was all right, but he wasn't getting a
There was
game
like a
over
street
Paddy
smoke.
Madden. Paddy
Was he
Madden, who
like a
I was
street forget
watching the
player?
other night. Huh?
Is he like a street smoke forget player? Like if you were to watch him on YouTube, you're like, this guy's a player. You
Yeah,
watch him, you're like, oh, that's him. You know.
he was decent. To be fair, he had a decent free kick on him. Right,
Okay.
we can't really see. I guess we can zoom. Have we just got one photo?
Yeah, that's all he sent.
20 years old, 191 centimeters at the minute, 99.6 kilos, coming from 104, prepping for the next 8 weeks for a new big push phase, wanting to compete in Classic in a few years. 20 years old. Looks really good. Looks like he'd be decent for Classic, hitting that side chest nicely. Would be good to see more photos. What's his actual name on Instagram?
Uh, uh, Dylan Van. I think it was actually like Dylan Lifts or something. Let me try and find it. I just took a screenshot earlier. Like I don't know if I'll be able to find it. Dylan Van Mean. Let's have a look. Dylan dot bodybuilding. He's literally he got a side. I mean, I think this guy has actually done. I think he's asked a question to us before regarding his physique, like when we did it ages ago. I'm not sure. I feel like I recognize like looking at his physique. Definitely his best pose is his side chest. Like his rear double's okay, his front lat is all right, but like it could be better. And then his like one hand on hip, one bicep pose is not bad. But yeah, his side chest is like by a mile his best pose.
Yeah,
Stuff
that
that I
side
like.
chest really, really nice. But yeah,
Yeah,
definitely needs more from the back.
yeah,
Even that front lat could do with a lot more, especially like arms, delts,
yeah.
upper chest. Yeah, his lats are a bit weak. Side chest does look good, but I think especially like within an off season, you always have like that one pose. Like for at the minute for you, it's most muscular. For me, it's a front lat spread. Like you have that one pose that you like that looks decent, and then like you have obviously a lot of other poses that are like yeah they're pretty good or they're not bad, but they need work. But for
Yeah.
20 years old, he's got a really good physique, good potential. I
Wait,
think.
wait. Go on the first photo.
Yeah, I know, mate. Yeah.
Why is he taking a yo, babe, let's get a fucking photo in the mirror. She just
Now you
turns
just
around.
turn around, yeah.
What the fuck? Dylan, bro, come on, get your girlfriend to turn around. What's she doing, man? Like that's a bit odd. Let's be real. I couldn't imagine saying to Sanaya, let's get a pic in the mirror. She just turns around. What the fuck are you doing?
Halves are good, to be fair.
Yeah, fairs.
Yeah, I think for classic physique in a couple of years, or even just junior bodybuilding in a couple of years, he'd be good.
Yeah,
In a good
I
spot.
agree.
Just spend more time growing, especially those rear shots.
Yeah. Especially the ones with your girlfriend.
Yeah,
Get
just
them sorted.
improve those.
Yeah.
Okay, next person. Who's this, mate?
Uh, did I not put the message in there? I thought I
You
put the
might
message.
have done. It's just it doesn't come up obviously like
Yeah, no, it's the next one. Rate your physiques, Bram. This is like I think Bram lifts or something. He's tagged us in a fair few. If you go on the next photo, mate, that's him as well. So it's Bram.v, and it's like got little assessments. So
23 years old.
yeah, Netherlands. Did my first natural men's physique show in NPC Federation last September. Placed fourth. Had a good rebound and gained 35 pounds. Now mini cut to refresh. Oh, you just clicked off it. A mini cut to refresh and ready to start a new bulking phase in May, June. Plan to do classic physique in late 2025 or early 26 in the UK or WMBF show in Europe. 3 years of training. Well, for 3 years of training, looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's a little bit far away, that shot. These ones are a little bit better, I guess, for like where he's currently at. But yeah, he's got a decent physique. I'm assuming he's going to stick in men's physique.
No, he said classic, bro.
Really?
He said, I personally think he looks like he suits men's physique, like
Oh
flat shot
yeah,
that.
that looks good. Like that
Yeah.
again, it's a bit far away, but for like men's physique shot, that looks really nice. Got a nice midsection, like decent delts, like decent width through his clavicle. But yeah,
Yeah.
like I feel like it's just a natural progression, isn't it, to go from physique to classic and then maybe classic to bodybuilding. But I actually think, no disrespect, like this side chest, I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, that's really good for classic. Whereas like that rear relaxed, I'd say that's really good for physique.
Yeah.
So at the minute, I would say physique would be probably a better calling.
Yeah, I'd agree. Like he doesn't look like he's maxed out like a men's physique guy there. Like I feel like proportion, shape, like if he was to add more muscle to the upper body and even lower body, like he can become a better athlete in general. I think that would probably suit men's physique because he doesn't look like he's like a big men's physique dude. Where I look at him and think he looks like a small classic dude if he tries to hit those poses, like his legs,
Yeah.
really, stuff like that. So not to say we're going to crush your dreams, but also potentially think about staying in men's physique.
Well, yeah, there's no, like you say, there's nothing wrong with still training as if you wanting to go into classic, but maybe do another men's physique show for the next time you compete or the next couple of times. And then by the time you actually do come around to doing classic, you've probably got the physique that's needed for it. Like you've built up the lower body to a level that would be more suitable for classic.
Yeah, I agree. Then we have the last one. We have Pat. I think it's Pat Jones, Patrick Jones.
Pat J Jim.
18. Yeah, Pat J Jim. 18 years of age. This was his first timer. He got second place. It was weird. So he did the same show that Josh Doherty and Hubert, so my guys did, and he got second in the first timer show, but then won the open show juniors like 3 hours later because the guy that won the juniors in the first time didn't sign up for the following show because it was pretty much like they did like a first timers in an open show, and it was a bit of a mess the first timers one apparently. And for some reason, Pat, I will say, mate, you are very similar to most bikini girls. There is zero off-season updates. Are you still alive? I'm not sure. He just
Looks
seems to
good
post.
there.
Yeah, he looks really good. He only seems to post when he's prep. He's literally like a bikini girl. You only see photos of when he's fucking peeled. So,
Yeah.
Pat, how are you looking now, bro? We can't rate your physique. Like your physique's good here for 18, mate. You look really good. But additionally to that, like where you at, let's say currently, mate, let us know.
Who else was in this class that you had?
Hubert and Josh. Josh is the
That's
turquoise
Josh, isn't it?
shorts.
Oh, there.
No, one, yeah, there. And then Hubert is far left.
As if that's Hubert.
Yeah, Hubert, it. It's cool. And then the guy that won, the guy that won wasn't even in the lineup, I don't think. There. Let me check. Yeah, he's a guy in the middle. Not in that photo, but he's a guy in the middle of those massive lineups. So
Who's
Pat
that?
got second. Yeah, but white shorts.
Yeah. No, it looks really good. But
Yeah.
yeah, like you say, like to be fair, I completely get it if people are wanting to just send us their like prep photos. It's easier to analyze a physique when you're leaner. But it is also quite cool to see where people are at in their off season and like have an off season update. But yeah, from what I can see here, like midsection's really well developed, really nice.
Yeah.
Obviously, like for men's physique, could have been leaner, but obviously didn't really need to be. I don't know. Would he have won the class if he was
I
a bit
remember
leaner?
I remember I showed you a photo of him because I was like, oh, he's up against 'cause I followed this dude. I think he followed me beforehand. So I was like, oh, I'll follow him in like the build up to the show. I didn't know he was going to be up against some of my boys. And I think I showed you a photo and you were like, he's a bit soft for where he could be. And I feel like that's probably like again, he looks lean, but I think he definitely could have been a touch sharper. But he's
He's got like
18.
it's good
Yeah,
condition for
he's in
men's
good
physique.
condition.
It's
Yeah.
like borderline, isn't it?
Yeah, the dude that won was just again generic PCA,
Yeah.
like literally tight waist, wide shoulders, like a little bit more of an X frame, like pointier delts and just a wider frame but a smaller waist. But in my opinion, like Pat looks a bit more men's physique at like the higher level, should I say? But for 18, the guy's got plenty of like he's got a few years on this, and he'll be wicked. Like it'll be good. And to be fair, like it wouldn't surprise me just with his genetics if he like does some squats and his fucking quads blow up.
Yeah,
Like those all guys end up. Yeah, he'll turn into Jack, the enhanced version of Jack
yeah,
Chan.
you will. So the reason that I've got Jacked Chan up is his name's not Jacked Chan. His name is Julian Chung or Cheng. I guess that's Chung. Sorry if I've pronounced that wrong, mate. But someone messaged me. I can't remember who it was, but somebody messaged me that he trains with or trains in the same gym, saying like, can you do Jack Chan? He doesn't want to send it himself. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know. But either way, mate, you could have easily sent it. But either way, it's fine. We'll rate your physique. So
Yeah.
currently 5.5 weeks out. He's doing the earlier shows of the natural season. People will probably know who he is because obviously he's been like posting a lot. He's been doing really well on social media. He's been like sharing posts, inviting AJ to post, and vice versa. So obviously he's getting like a good amount of a following and getting a lot of likes, and well deserved. He looks really good. He's got a very nice physique. Um, I mean, in terms of strengths and weaknesses, I wouldn't really say looking at his physique, I wouldn't say there's anywhere that stands out as a weakness. You could maybe argue like in that shot, you could say like chest could do with a little bit more, but he's probably a little bit flat. But he's got a great physique. Like I'm not going to go into it and be like, oh, this could be better, that could be better. Like he looks fucking great. He's got a really nice physique. He's got a lot of potential. Obviously, like you said, genetically, and this is just true. How often do you see Asian guys with ridiculous quads? Like
Yeah.
it's very common. Like, and that doesn't mean they don't hard or anything. I think just a lot of the time they have quite short femurs, and they're often biomechanically designed to squat. Like you'll see,
He's small. But do you know, like, height wise?
I imagine again this might be me being like presumptuous, but I imagine he's like
I'm
shorter.
racist. Racist, bro. That's the
No,
exact
I'm
words.
not saying like Asian people are small. I'm just saying based on his body weight. Like he's
But
65
you just said
kilos.
Asian people have short. You said Asian people have short limbs. That's racist,
No,
bro.
I said they have short femurs.
But so,
That's not a whole limb.
oh, okay.
They might have
So
ridiculously long
femurs. Okay. So now
tibialis,
they're
mate.
yeah. He's up against Jacob, my dude, at PCA, which will be good. That'll be a good little battle.
Yeah, he's very good. I wouldn't really, again, I wouldn't want to be like, this needs loads more and this needs to be better. Like, you look great, mate. Like, if we're picking up one area, I would probably say your chest, but you're in good condition. I wouldn't say you're like ahead or behind. I think you're probably in a pretty good spot, but you're in good
I'd
hands with
say
AJ.
one thing I noticed from him, and again, I haven't followed him extensively, but I almost feel like he's gone in that kind of groove where you can see he's young because there's a lot of photos that like he'll look really good in some photos with good lighting, and in others I'm like, oh, his quads look really soft, and he looks like he's behind a touch, but
Yeah.
he's not. I think it's just probably a young muscle coming down
Also,
when he.
like, it's just being flat. I think every time he
Yeah,
probably
I
fills up,
mean,
it
yeah,
reveals that condition again.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, he looks good. He looks really good. Be good to see how he does. Like for juniors, like he's a very good junior,
That will be a good
and
comparison to Jacob. Similar
yeah,
kind of shot.
yeah. I'd say upper body wise, it'll be a good battle. Jacob's got better quads, I'd say, but
Yeah.
he's got better VMOs. Like sorry, but fastest out of quad Jacob, then in a quad, I'd say Chan's similar, maybe a bit better.
Yeah,
Upper
probably
body,
better, but like
yeah, his arms are a
overall,
bit.
Jacob's quads are just silly.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas like
Jacob's
Julian's
got
are
better.
good, but
Jacob's better quads.
Julian's got a more well-rounded physique.
Yeah, where upper body he's a bit rounder, a bit more bubbly, but then like Jacob's structurally like really, really good. Like he's very, very wide, which doesn't really you don't really see. So yeah, it'll be good. But then also we are forgetting this is like comparing like this would be like comparing Josh Campbell to Jack Chan because Jack Chan's a junior, Jacob's a teen, and
Yeah.
then for example, like when you're the difference between this is one thing I was saying to Finn about them, like about having a good battle. The difference between 19 and 22, 23 is huge. It's massive. It's probably the biggest years within bodybuilding. Like that's probably where things really will be separated. And then we have Josh
Yeah,
Campbell.
the reason I've
Uh,
got Josh up is because again, Josh did ask me. He said like, do me and all the pro life guys. So, this is 6th of April. So what, like 12 days ago? And to be fair, he's in a good spot at the minute. Like there was a point in time where like he was he was ill. We ran well just before we ran a deload. We ran a little bit of a devolume phase, helped a little bit, not enough. So we're like, right, okay, we just take a deload. And he's in a really good groove at the minute. The main thing is that he got a blood work done and everything. Like the main thing is that he just needs to manage his workload and his stress a little bit better. But his off season's going like ridiculously well. He's gained what, like 12 kilos nearly now, and he's still got like obviously he's not shredded, we know that, but he's got like detail through his hamstrings, striations through his triceps still. Like he's making very good progress in his off season so far, which I'm very happy with. But yeah, mate, I wasn't supposed to speak when it's my clients.
Yeah, you're just taking over. How is he still doing the same deadlift as he was in Vegas? What's happened there? Like, why is he not progressing that?
He's not.
He's doing 4 plates. He did 4 plates in Vegas for like three. I think he was doing working sets on like 170, 175, like
He
three
wasn't. He
weeks
was
ago.
working set in Vegas was 140, but we both went, let's just try 180. I think he got like two and I got like four. Um, but then he's actually like worked it up to doing 185 for five. He's like had periods again where he's been like a little bit ill. To be fair, he's been ill a decent amount throughout. Reese is gone. Reese is gone, guys. I don't know where he's gone. I'll carry on. He's not doing the same deadlift as he was in Vegas. He did pull 4 plates in Vegas, but it was shit. And he's now pulling 185 for a much better five. So I'm standing up for Josh there. But I don't know where Reese has gone. Anyway, I'm going to carry on. This is where Josh is currently at. Josh, I hope you're doing well, mate. I hope you're enjoying the podcast if you're watching. But yeah, like I say, he's up like 12 kilos or so, and still very lean. The goal is push him up to 80 kilos within the next like couple of months, 2, 3 months. I think I said to him like August time, August, September time, like latest, and then just trickle up really gradually from there. I'm gonna see if I can get Reese back in. Don't know if I can pause it.
I'm on my phone.
He's back, guys. He's on his phone now. Um, yeah, as I was saying, I've already said this before. He pulled 180, but it was a pretty shit set. Now he's actually doing a decent set on 185. But anyway, just while you were gone and I was trying to get you back in, I thought I got up his Google Photos because I was going to go through these in comparison. Just because it's cool, pretty cool to see. This is what date's this? 29th of May, 2022, nearly 2 years ago. Okay.
Decent.
Look at his legs.
Yeah.
Speaking of legs, I've just released a YouTube video, guys. Why your legs aren't growing? Go and watch it now.
Featuring Finn Kelly.
Featuring me with horrendous legs.
Nah, mate. The photo, the difference between your photo shoot, like I'd say they've grown about half an inch. You've got a fair bit more detail, but they've grown a little bit. Don't put yourself down, mate.
They actually look
Don't be
decent.
doing what that guy did earlier.
That one photo, they actually look pretty good. Like that show, the UKDFBA show, my legs actually look decent.
Yeah.
I did say to Josh every week when he checks in, he's got to get a 180 before he actually is allowed to take his photos.
Mm.
But yeah, that's enough of Josh. That's enough. People see Josh enough from his social media, so yeah, I imagine people know how he currently looks. Anyway,
No, I don't think they do, mate, because he posts prep throwbacks every like 3 days. So I think it's probably where engagement like drops, and he's like, "Oh no, what can I do? Let me scroll down." Just scrolling through my archives. Literally, I see Josh's stage pics more than I've seen anybody's stage pics in my entire life.
Yeah, good though. To be fair, don't blame him. He did look good. Right, so we'll do more of these. Sorry, this one was a little bit like disjointed with Reese leaving and was not knowing who a few people were. So if and when we do put the box up, please do send us, if you're going to send us some photos, send us a message on the actual box as well saying I've sent mine via DM. If you send them on DM, that's absolutely fine. If anything, it's better because they're going to be a little bit more zoomed in. And then just send us any details in terms of like age, goals, like how many weeks out you are or anything like that. The more detailed, the better. And then we will go through your physiques in the next episode and give our feedback.
Yeah, good outro, mate. That's that. Hopefully everyone's enjoyed, guys. Please comment, please subscribe. Finn, do you know how many subscribers we're on now? Are we close to like 820?
I can quickly check if you like.
Yeah, check. Let me know. I want to know. I think we're on like 812 or something last time I saw, of course, around that point.
We're still 822.
Oh, that's good.
And
Chasing down
just
illustrious thousands.
just quickly while we're here before we finish on Spotify, please do follow us on Spotify if you're not already and give us a
Yeah,
5-star rating. We're on 386 Spotify ratings, so that'd be cool if we can get that to 400. The race between 400 ratings and 1,000 subscribers.
let's see. Right. Thank you for everything, guys. Please comment, like, subscribe. Story text. Bye bye.